They'll run down the hill in one of the most storied entrances in all of college football. Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers since 1945. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Louisville Cardinals offense will take the first swing of the game. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the football. He's able to take it the distance on any given play.
Looking to throw, it's Shuck. They've got the screen set up. Dances away again. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Trying play action. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Going over the top. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So the Clemson Tigers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside, and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. Two physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, two alphas, two guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, quarterback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
The run from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Caught over the middle. It's Williams. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. On the move at the 30. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up the first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Going for it all. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. That last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 23. This time on target. Touchdown, Tigers. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in the rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
The incomplete pass leaves them with second down. Back to throw, it's Shuck. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Oh, look out! The 10! And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cardinals! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And he's going to try to return this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Looking to throw on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Clemson jumps to the line.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The play action fake. Dumps it to the back. That's caught. It's Haynes. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Feeling some heat. The sure hands. It's Williams. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Touchdown, Clemson! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Here's the handoff. Makes one man miss. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They've just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front. But they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Shuck. Makes the grab on the left. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
And And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are. And they
going deep. What a snag by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. They'll run it from the gun. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. 1st down here for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quickly complete. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. Going downfield for the big play. Fires into traffic, picked off. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And now the offense will come onto the field again. He wants to throw. They're working that left side. At the 20, he's got space. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on them. Clemson will come to the line with the 1st and goal. He's going to pass. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Back to pass, it's Shuck. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab on the left side. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he's going to reach for a long one and have to guide it in from the left side. 51 yards out. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Guys, the missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. They'll give it to the back. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A 1st half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those 1st downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to two of the best receiving core in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
A strike downfield. At the 45 on his way. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up. But this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
Now on second and short. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air, it's Shuck. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Tiger. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
How oftentimes can you say that there's a safety who's the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Final play of the quarter coming. Wants to fire on second down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. They keep attacking through the air. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Louisville. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Wants to throw. It's Shuck. Finds his big tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Time to take a shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Yeah, and that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
He's got it on the right. Still running at the 40. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up, try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
He slings it deep to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Looking for a man. It's Shuck. Trying to burn this defensive back. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's Brooks. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The Cardinals are in the hurry-up. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle trying to steamroll his way in. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
With a deficit like this, unless you just want to get your field goal kicker some work, you might as well go for it and try to get a touchdown. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. See the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and you keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Here on 3rd down for this offense. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet. 2 bad weeks. Flush it down the toilet. Refocus the mechanism. We're ready to rock and roll next week.
It just needs to be about finding a way to win.